So I have COVID, apparently. In case you hadn't heard.
Yes, I do read your messages. However, you guys send a lot more than seem to be necessary. But
it's so weird.
Oh, what are you saying?
You guys go a little nuts. It's like you're like,
wait a minute. I think it might be the Ford brothers.
No.
Well, Keith, maybe we should just do another app and not include you in the text messages.
Oh,
that'd be rude. Who would do such a thing?
Well, he's complaining about it.
It's just like one of my you guys will start texting and it'll go ding, and my wife, I'll be laying next to my wife in bed watching TV, and
there's a little button on your phone.
Oh,
Does that go away?
Yeah.
Turning
one way or another, all of a sudden it just starts vibrating like it's a
sex toy.
Yes, my kids are up on the couch and easy here.
You can't yell out sex toy.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my language for at least it kind of stinks that I got to watch my language when we talk about Faith No More. But
well, yeah. Well, I took the PCR test today, so we'll see what the results are when they come back. It'll be a couple days, but I'm supposed to go see Deftones on Tuesday and Gojira. God damn it!
I would not do that.
You mean Gojira and Deftones?
Oh.
Well, you've had COVID you tested positive almost 2 weeks ago, right?
The first test I took was on the 3rd, and it was that one that was like the bottom was faint, but I'm pretty sure it was positive.
I don't think you're contagious.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens with this test. I feel fine. I honestly don't feel sick.
Yeah.
Who do you blame for it?
Testament.
Freaking Testament. Bastards.
They should blame Exodus. That's their fault.
Yeah, that's
true. Gary Holt.
Zetro's fault. I'm gonna give you COVID.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're on his blacklist.
Well, now here's the thing that like Tiff has it now, and so we're trying to make sure that Zach doesn't get it because he's like, we're all going to this lake house next weekend. We're leaving on Friday.
You thought you were.
Yeah. So we're like walking around the house and masks, and like I've been in my office, and Tiff's been in our bedroom, like quarantining in our bedroom, and I've been quarantining in my office. I mean, we both have COVID, so we're sleeping in the same bed, but as far as like common area in the house, we're wearing masks, and I'm wiping down everything with Clorox wipes whenever I leave a room. So it's like, feels like 2020 all over again.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. I'm just glad you guys didn't get it, or Tim, you didn't get it.
Yeah, well, Joe's had it, 8 times now?
Yeah, I don't know what the big deal is.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to go to Deftones.
Yeah. Eric can join me in calling all you non-COVID people a bunch of pussies now.
All right, well, Eric, Tim, it's you and I.
Yeah.
We can see the end of the tunnel. I'm racing you there.
I felt like I had it, but I tested twice and both times negative. It wasn't PCR. It was the rapid,
Yeah.
The post office at home test, but
yeah.
It was still negative, and it was very negative. It was like, definitively negative. So
it was metal negative.
It was, yeah.
It was like, what are you even fucking doing?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Why did you waste this test, idiot?
That's what it was. That's what it felt like.
I'm telling the government.
Like, you wasted this. Why did you do this?
Well, if I do go to Deftones, I'll wear a mask at least. I mean, because that's the thing. Like, I don't want to bring anything back with me to the lake house. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's a good idea.
So I don't know. We'll see.
The question: where are you seeing it? Going to Baltimore again?
No, it's in D.C. It's at the Anthem.
Oh, I still have not been there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is my first time going, so I'm excited. That's why I'm like. That's another reason why I really want to go. Is I haven't been in this venue, and I haven't seen Deftones in like almost 10 years, so I'm excited.
It's a gigantic 930 club. That's the best way I can describe it.
It's really good sound, right?
Except there's more seats, right?
Yeah, it's
you
huge.
Actually, sit down. Yeah,
you can. Yeah, there's a floor. There's a general admission area, but there's also a seated area on the towards the back of the floor, and then there's the upper deck. So it's quite large.
Well, that's the thing. I have floor seats too, so it's not like I'll be, I'll be in close contact with a lot of people. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Figure it out. I don't know. I guess we should get going with it more, huh?
Yep.
All right. Let's hit this intro and go.
Brush your teeth with this. You know, we could take the makeup off. I'll bet you we could take the makeup off and it wouldn't make any difference.
You're crazy. When you take the makeup off, you're nuts.
Mellifluous.
What about the Alice in Chains action figures?
Yeah, I've been making some of me for the chicks.
Just a taste of what's going to happen to the rest of your stinking planet. Your civilization is obsolete, by my word.
Gee, we could take off the makeup. I mean, basically, when we started as a band. We started to play rock and roll, and that's what we could do.
Without the makeup, I think you're nuts.
I think that's good.
Why do you want to shock to you anyway?
There is similitude.
Ricky, quick, will you try to take my photos?
Let me see your cigarette lighter.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Welcome to Somewhere in Time Podcast, everybody. SomewhereInTimePodcast.com is where you find us online. Get to all our episodes streaming there. All of our links to social media are there. Links to our YouTube page where all of our episodes are up there as well. So SomewhereInTimePodcast.com is where you find us online. So go there and do stuff. I don't know.
Do stuff.
Click things.
Listen to things. Send us messages.
Yes. Oh, there's a store too. I just noticed. I didn't even know. I was like clicking around on our website the other day. I was like, what store? What is that?
I just did that because we designed a couple of shirts and you can technically sell them.
Yes.
But we don't make any profit. It's just more like if you want to represent us on your body with a t-shirt.
Or a mug.
Or a mug.
Or a other face tattoo.
Yeah. This is how you do it.
You can buy a face tattoo on our website. All right.
Yeah. Joe will be the one that comes out and does the work. It'll be worth every penny.
Oh my God. We should do like that Jackass episode where in the back of the truck they're doing it. Like on a mountain road or whatever.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I'm Eric. We've got Tim here.
Yo.
We have Joe here.
Hello.
And Keith is here.
I am.
And this episode we are talking about Faith No More. Album is called Angel Dust. Let's play a little bit of this album to get it going. Okay, I'll fade it out there. So Faith No More is Mike Borden on drums, Roddy Bottom on keyboards, Billy Gould on bass, Jim Martin on guitar, and Mike Patton on vocals. And this album was produced by Matt Wallace, who is...
Not Andy Wallace.
No, not Andy Wallace. But Matt Wallace is...
They related?
I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe.
It's not really that good of a question.
It's a fantastic question, Keith. Don't sell yourself short.
But he's done... I think he did like all of the Faith No More albums, didn't he? At least...
all their big ones.
Yeah. I don't know if he did anything with... what's his name? The other singer. The previous singer.
Chuck
Mosley.
He did.
Yeah.
We care a lot.
Okay. There you go. And it's, you know, the production's good overall.
Yeah.
Maroon 5 as well.
Ooh. Well.
Deftones, teething.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Enough about that guy.
Yeah, the production. We can talk about production first. The production's
sure.
Good overall.
Oh, yeah.
The bass tone is, oh my God, the bass sounds so good on this album. It's ridiculous. I think the guitar tone for me is a little more tinny than I prefer, but
that might be Jim, you know.
I like the albums before and after. I think they sound better.
You think a real thing sounds better than?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. That album sounds.
You don't think I think so?
I don't think you think that.
Oh, I guess
no.
you're right.
No, I think that the real thing is kind of a little tinny, little kind of flat.
Yeah, it's a little more 80s sounding. Well, it was 80s.
It was 80s, yeah.
It was 80s.
But 89. I think I like the drum and bass sound better on that one.
Yeah, the drums on Angel Dust are a little bit. Maybe they're. I don't know if they're quiet or if there's parts where I wish they were louder. There's parts we'll get into it when we talk about the songs, but there's parts where I'm like, I wish that was a little bit louder. There was more, impact there. But it's a minor quibble.
I'm gonna be interested to hear when you think that.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
That's the one thing. Like, I mean, you guys are saying that it's not as good as I felt that pretty much. I don't know about entirely across the board, but all their albums of sound come through crisp, clean. Like, I mean, let's face it. Like, this is one of the very few bands out there that uses keyboards as one of
prominently.
And yes, exactly. Yeah. And that's the one thing that let's face it, you can hear that every single time Roddy's doing something like the track we were just listening to. Doing that kind of chromatic coming down thing. I don't know if it was chromatic, but one way or another, it's distinct. You actually can hear everything going on. That's the whole thing. Like the fact that you can hear the bass perfectly, you can hear what the keyboards are doing. Everything comes through as a solid, beautiful unity.
I like the bass is that clear in this album.
Really?
It's as clear as you guys think it is. Yeah.
Oh man, no, I think
I think it's clearer on probably all their other albums that I can think of.
I guess I listen to just more shit punk that just sounds like garbage. Yeah. So, like, I'm just like, what are you guys talking about? This sounds like.
On the other hand, he really doesn't do as much. I think it's almost all pick that he's using.
That was one of my comments. Is I feel like a lot of this. It sounds like he's using a pick on it,
and that can be whenever we talk about that Testament album, it's the same effect. It's sometimes it comes through clear. Sometimes it, I don't know. It kind of buries it a little. There's not enough tone to it. I think I don't know how to explain it very well. I think these are very little gradations of
nitpicking very much.
Yeah. I did think it could.
And at no point did I think this sounds like shit or anything.
No, I thought it could benefit from a remaster a little bit.
Yes, we should get on that.
I was like,
somebody called Matt Wallace.
Like things could have been a little bit louder here and there. I was like, I wish I could. You could tell it's a little bit dated, but it's not bad. It's just
should have Terry Date do it.
Yeah.
So a couple things about this album. So this was the last album to feature Jim Martin on guitar.
Sadly.
Yeah.
No,
he didn't die.
We'll get into that. Yeah,
no,
he
didn't die.
Yeah, there's a lot that's, there's a lot that goes into his departure that, at least what I was reading about. He talked about it a lot.
There's another episode about that situation that we can talk about. So
yeah.
I didn't write down all of those notes at all because I didn't know how much we were going to spend on it. But hey, well, let's get to that later.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I already said Bill Gould sounded like he played. I was just going through some of my notes, but it sounds like he's playing with a pick a lot more. I did notice that. And the keyboards, it's not just like samples, but like this album is full of just unique sounding keyboards throughout the entire thing. So
he's part of the band. He's that's one of the instruments in the band is keyboard. I mean, it's not like we have keyboards now and then. It's like this is part of the band. This is
I mean, he was one of the writers of the majority of this album. So
yes,
but that's not new for them.
No,
it's not.
It's just unique as a band.
I mean, let's face it. Who the hell else back in the 90s, even back in the 80s? Sure, everyone had keyboards at the beginning of that decade, but by the end of it, keyboards were dead. No one was using them at all. And this is pretty much, I can't think of another band that prominently uses keyboards in any genre.
Right. But the thing with keyboards in the 80s was it's like a lot of pop bands and a lot of glam bands and stuff like that.
Yes.
Synthesizers.
Like not heavy fucking bands like
New Wave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And not New Wave of heavy metal.
No. New Wave, period.
New Wave.
These songs are heavy, and there's there's some heavy shit going on in these songs, like really heavy guitar, crunching guitar.
Guitar.
And there's this keyboard behind it, so it's very unique. Like we don't talk a lot about we don't talk about bands that often that have such prominent keyboard in them. So it's a cool thing to talk about this band, and I love this album is fucking. It's one of my favorite. I mean, if I did I don't think I could do this, but if I did a top 20 of all time, it might be in there.
I think so.
It's so fucking good. I love this album. It's definitely my favorite Faith No More album. I know Joe doesn't feel the same way, but
no, it's me as well. It's their best.
Yeah.
Cool.
You say cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
I like it. I just like the next one a little better, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just where I was in my life, and that album, the King for a Day, was just one of those albums I kept playing over and over.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it's for my personal relationship with this album. It kind of stinks because I got it's not that it stinks, but one way or another, this album came out, whenever in 1992, obviously. I ended up getting the first one, A Real Thing, through, of course, how I got all of my CDs back in those days.
You stole them.
The Columbia House Record Club.
Yeah. Basically, you stole them.
But my roommate, my sophomore year, had a copy of this. So it's like, when I was, sophomore year was the main year I was kind of getting all that stuff. I didn't get it because my roommate had it. Didn't need to. We'd throw it on occasion, but I never ended up picking this up until probably 3 years ago, maybe 2.5.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, exactly. I was in a used store in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I'm flipping through, and I'm like, holy crap, Angel Dust! I've needed to own this thing for most of my life, and here, finally in my hand, it finally ended up. So that's kind of what stinks for me. This album. I'm kind of on Joe's side on this. I do like King more than this, but it's like the only reason is because I didn't really have this back when I was younger. This is something
I don't have that excuse.
Yeah. But one way or another, it's still like, everybody, there's a sentimentality to a lot of people's personal choices when it comes to music. And because I just didn't have this one to toss into my CD player on a regular basis, like, a lot of other stuff. Well, hey, let's face it.
Well, there's a lot
more
of
the stuff we talk about on this show.
There's a lot more competition in '92 for your album time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What 2 years later?
I mean, I don't want to get too much into it, but for me, my only issue with King for the Day is there's two songs I typically skip on that album. I don't skip any songs on this album. So,
guess. I can't even guess.
It's the one that's like mostly in Spanish or maybe not mostly in Spanish, but it's
Evidence. You don't like that one?
No, it's not Evidence. It's
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think that's Portuguese, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway,
I want to know what that's.
And then there was one near the end. I don't remember the name of the song.
Oh, I know, where it grows on trees.
First to Know or whatever.
Yeah, that one's kind of a snoozer.
Yeah, those two I've always skipped. So, and this one I can't skip anything. Also,
well, let's talk about that, because that's the one thing. This is from front to back, just one of those albums that who the hell does not just listen to the entire thing when they throw this thing in?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I mean, this is just it's. I don't know if this has a a lot of albums like that just have kind of like you're reading a book kind of through them.
It does
this
feel like that.
Everything has definitely its own just like Be Aggressive. Favorite song on this album.
Really?
And you go, yes. Wow. Really? It's
that's a good song, but not my favorite. Definitely.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. Like, yeah, I don't. Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's I mean, it's the whole thing. Like, maybe it's not my favorite because there are so many freaking incredible tunes on this.
There is one song that is the best song on the album.
Yeah, Jizz Lover.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not my favorite.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's.
Good. Oh my God, that chorus!
Not only is the best song, that's their best song. Period. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
That's their best song. The end.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Again, you're right. That convinced me. Your arguments are strong, Tim.
Yes.
When you said good night, yeah.
That sealed the deal.
That's right.
Oh man.
We'll get to that.
Man, I had something I was going to bring up, and
was that COVID? Or was that Keith?
That was
Keith.
That was not me.
Hey, I don't have it, dudes.
I don't know.
Sounds pretty bad. So you guys were all in high school when this came out, right?
Yeah.
That was my first full year at Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Delivering pizzas in the summer.
So you had
summer
plenty of
92.
time to listen to music.
Oh yeah, this was great. This was like one of the best, like driving around in the car. You know, like I probably should be in college now. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but this album is great. And delivering pizzas isn't too bad.
Yeah.
My car's a pile of shit. I don't care. It's not a bad life.
It might mean I'm not delivering pizzas for very much longer.
All right, but hey, right now this is pretty cool.
Oh, I know what I was going to bring up. This was a huge, I wouldn't say huge, but it was a pretty big departure from their last album. I mean,
yeah, this is obviously Mr. Bungle's influences in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, yes.
And
I mean, that's the
Patton
biggest.
Yeah.
And Mike Patton's singing is much more mature here. He doesn't do that whining, high pitched.
No nasally Patton on this.
Totally
one.
different vocal sound.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yes.
Well, from what I read, in the writing for this album, this is the first time that Mike Patton felt like a actual legitimate part of the band.
Yeah.
This wasn't as though he was just coming in, singing lyrics that were already written, already composed. He wasn't filling in, just being the guy that, somebody had to do something. So, hey, this guy's going to be there. This guy, now he's legitimately part of the band and writing stuff. And I mean,
he wrote all of Malpractice. So the entire song Malpractice is his. So,
man.
And I don't know. And we can get back into, Martin, the fact that he didn't seem to be too big of a fan of a lot of the writing styles that were kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
Composition of these.
He's only got credit on what?
The last
two songs in this album?
Three.
Yeah.
Kindergarten, Crack Hitler, and Jizzle.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you're in Faith No More.
Yeah,
that's a band that can go like anywhere, and you're like, I don't know about that. Like, come on, really?
But that's the whole thing. As I'm pretty sure he wanted to go in one direction, and the entire rest of the band is like, no, we want to go in all directions at the same damn time. And he was like,
I mean, just roll with it, man.
And he's never put out anything of note, has he?
No,
he's not. He's never done anything since that.
No, he's guest starred on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was. I didn't know this. He's on Low Man's Lyric. Did you know that? I didn't realize that.
Oh.
I guess I just forgot. I had read that at some point.
So he's on the song Low Man's Lyric by Metallica. He's on Tuesday's Gone, which we knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
His nickname is Fatso, and they say thanks Fatso at the end of that song.
Yeah.
He's on Antipop, the song Electric Electric.
That's right.
And he was on Echo Brain, which I had no idea either.
Huh.
That is not an album I play very, very often.
No. He has a solo, or I don't know if he has numerous solo albums, but he has at least one solo album.
Yeah, I was for a while. I remember there was talk about him being in this band called Behemoth, and I was like, that's hilarious. But it's not the Behemoth, the Swedish. I think they're Swedish metal band.
There, yeah.
But no, because that was around the time that we were always quoting the Quentin Tarantino movie. Why am I?
Oh yeah, Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Behemoth.
The Behemoth.
Anyway, that never saw light of day. I don't think so.
I guess not.
I mean, I read a little. I don't want to just sit here and read this interview, but there's an interview out there from 2012. Oh, okay, where he talks about his departure and like. From my understanding, it was more like
he didn't highlight some of the main points.
Well, if you have more off the top of your head than I do, that's fine. My recollection is more along the lines of like him just not being happy with the way the record was being recorded and produced. Like it was a lot of there was a lot of pressure to follow up the real thing, and it was a lot of just suits and label people giving him like deadlines, and he hated that, and I don't know. But I also think that there was something about how like you were saying, the writing process, like the songs that they were writing, he wasn't as excited about. So,
yeah, it was for me. From everything I've read on it, it's pretty much the sound, and that's the one thing. Like when I listen to their earlier stuff, I mean, obviously, all the Chuck stuff is, vocally, just the adding Patton in changes so much in this band, which is awesome. But I definitely see the growth of the band into what they became, but I don't see too drastic of a change. I mean, I don't know about too drastic, but one way or another, like he's saying it's going in the wrong direction or whatever.
That's what that's exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's like this is a great album, but it's not like some kind of absurd, nonsensical evolution from their last. It makes total sense. Yeah. It makes total sense what it is compared to where it was. So what was the huge change going on there, Jim?
Exactly.
Like, why couldn't you just been cool and kind of
you're in Faith No More?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen?
Producer Matt Wallace, he's quoted in a book as saying that he thought Jim Martin's father dying was a big factor in him leaving as well. Oh. So maybe he was just not in a good headspace. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you know he went to school with Cliff Burton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he and Cliff were really close.
I don't know if we mentioned that last time or not.
Can't fucking...
I don't think so. Yeah.
What?
I mean, it's just like, like Les Claypool and Kirk Hammett were, in the same, Spanish class, and now Cliff Burton and Jim Martin are probably had wood shop together. It's like,
yeah,
freaking kidding me? What the hell is going on?
Cliff
Mike
Burton
Borden
would
and
not
Cliff.
do wood shop.
I don't know.
There's no way.
Mike Borden and Cliff were in a band together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Puffy is Mike Borden's nickname.
Yeah. Didn't you have a clip on that?
Yeah, there's a clip. It's in Dropbox if you want to play it.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Puffy or Puff?
Here it is.
Puffy.
Puffy.
How'd you get the nickname Puffy?
Well, all these uncomfortable questions.
Oh, I didn't know if that was like something you hated. Some nicknames people like.
I don't really particularly care for it, honestly.
Well, I'm not calling you. I'm calling you Mike.
Yeah, but I appreciate the respect that you've given me to do that. Believe me. It came from when I was about 15, and our old guitar player, Jim Martin.
Yes.
Who was, I used to play in a band with him, and a dear friend of ours called Cliff Burton, who's now, long dead, still dead.
Right. Still dead.
As of this taping, still dead. And we were stoner kids, and we had a really terrible band.
What were you called?
The band was called Z
right.
Street.
EZO.
Anyways, I had a pretty large afro at the time. I mean, it was large. I would say
a large afro.
It was large. I mean, it was a real large. It was.
You were taking control of the street.
It was
basically.
a spectacularly large afro, and they're still trying to this day to get me to regrow it.
Yeah. No.
And that's where the nickname came from. It was Puff Head. It used to be.
Puff Head.
So nobody knows it, but now you have the truth. It's exclusive.
I was expecting to say, when they said they were stoner kids, I was thinking like puffing, like puff.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought, but
no.
I was wrong.
Wrong.
Well, should we move on to the tricks?
Sure.
Whoa, the tracks.
Gotta play that. We don't have to go track by track by track.
No.
I mean, but I kind of would love to, because what track do you want to skip here?
All right, well, we can for sure.
I mean, why not? What else are we gonna do?
Well, we played a little bit of Land of Sunshine, but
yeah,
we're already here. Fuck it, man.
Land of Sunshine is a Billy Gould and Roddy Bottum song written by those guys. We can play a little bit more of that if you want. My note on that was just the bass comes through right out of the gate. The bass is fucking awesome. Like that bass line's great right from the beginning.
You're all about that bass.
Gross. It's not one of my favorite songs on the album, but it's a good opener. It's in the order of songs, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a great starter.
Mm-hmm. The album definitely improves from there.
It sets the tone of
Did you see where the lyrics came from?
No.
About that? The lyrics for this song and the next one, Caffeine, Mike Patton wrote them during a sleep deprivation experiment. And the lines are almost exclusively taken from fortune cookies and the Oxford Capacity Analysis personality test offered by the Church of Scientology.
Well, I just played a line. That's definitely a fortune cookie line. The life to use the dashing and bold.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyone have notes on this one? specifically, other than
That was my contribution.
Very good. I like it.
Yeah, the bass is it's a cool bass line.
Yeah, it really is. And I guess is that pick or is that not pick? I can't really tell.
I can't tell either. I think it's pick on that one.
Yeah,
but that one comes it definitely comes through on this song.
Mm-hmm.
You could also play that either way and make it kind of sound picked or not picked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could almost. It's almost like it could be almost like a funky like slap bass riff almost.
Well, if you kind of pop downward with your finger on those tire strings, it'll make that pick noise kind of too.
Okay.
Does he always use a pick, or does he go back and forth?
He's back and forth. He always has been. Like Woodpecker from Mars is definitely not picked. It's slap bass.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
He might even switch mid-song for some songs, from what I remember.
That's pretty cool, actually. I wish more bass players would do that. Because it does give
you get used to one style.
That's what I figure.
To do both.
It's cool to have both of those sounds at your fingertips, literally.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that Caffeine and Land of Sunshine the lyrics were written at the same time because they kind of feel similar in a way to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They bleed together well.
Yeah. Yeah, Caffeine is something. That song.
Oh, I love that song.
When I first heard it, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs on the album, Caffeine, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Mike Patton song, too.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gould, Mike Patton wrote this one, but God, this song is great. Play a little bit of that. Starts with weird animal noises.
Yeah. Good riff.
Yeah. I like to switch between the major and the minor a lot. At least, what's his name? Jim Martin does.
Well, keyboards are matching it too.
There's some. So I've been learning this song on guitar, or this album on guitar. Sorry. And there's some weird ass riffs in this song. 209 is what I have. If you listen closely, there's a lot going on in this part, but if you listen closely, there's some like this. The riff there is just fucking weird. I'll play it. Right here.
That's kind of like a Jizzlopper, actually.
It's just weird time change thing that you have to really concentrate on when you're playing it.
Like these songs, how do you write this? I mean, how do you? There's so many pieces, and it's like, how do you put this together like this?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing because this.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It goes into one of the best Faith No More moments ever. It's so good.
So, and now the question is, how long will the whatever government agency let us, play that until it gets cut off?
No. Yeah, true. YouTube will probably have something to say about it.
Yes.
I remember they played that on, it was like Hanging With Them TV or something like that, Tim.
Yeah.
And it was like this show in the afternoon, and they had Faith No More on, and they played this, and Right in that part, he says, "I'm fucking you," and they didn't bleep it. I love that. I was like, they don't know what he's saying.
He's just screaming.
Yeah. But I know what he's saying.
Yep. And he knows.
Yeah, exactly.
And he knows that you know.
That's like the first example on this album, though, where it's like, holy shit, the vocals on this album have changed quite drastically.
Yes. All right. As much as I was talking about, like, the whole difference between this, I mean, let's face it, the vocals are what really differentiate this is the next step into the mass insanity that this band kind of personifies, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, does he do the voice from the previous album at all in this? I don't even think he does.
It's a little bit in Land of Sunshine. There's like when it starts, it's a little nasally, but not like. Not, you could tell immediately though it's not the same. It's
Falling to Pieces voice.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that really, like, what's going on?
Well, maybe like in Midlife Crisis when he says Midlife Crisis.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's still a lower register though, but he must have grown up a little bit. He sounds like a kid in the last album.
Yeah.
He really does. It's like Hetfield and Kill 'Em All versus Rise of Lightning.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
For sure.
You grew some balls.
Midlife Crisis, huh? That's a strange song.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was the one I thought that I wish the drums were louder in the beginning. Oddly enough, because it does start with drums. But
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
It's not. It's definitely not a metal song. Not that their songs have to be, or typically always are, but it's not even. Is it a rock song?
There's like no guitar. Like I said, I've been learning this album on guitar. I skipped this one because I looked at it. I was like, there's like two riffs that I could play, and it's just open D and open G or something. It's like, what's the point? Why am I learning this song?
Yeah,
because it's all keyboards.
That's what Jim Martin said.
Yeah,
yeah. There you go. Let's face it, this was the first single off of this album.
Yeah.
Yep.
This came out before the album, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll play a little bit of it.
The album came out June 8th of that year.
See here that's quiet.
Yeah.
Like, God, louder.
So right off the bat, that opening drum beat is from Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh,
didn't know.
Oh, that's why it's not louder.
I did not.
That's what it's from.
Oh.
Is it a sample or is it him playing the drums?
That's a sample. Huh. So I think it's that sample.
Is it him playing over the sample?
I think he is playing over the sample. Yeah, because there's more like toms and stuff going on.
Yeah.
So if you listen, but that little whatever that instrument is, a little clicky sound.
Yeah. The castanets.
Yeah.
That's Spanish for clicky sound.
I want those toms to be like booming on that part.
Is there a live version where he's really like destroying the drums?
Probably.
That's how he always plays. He plays.
I know. I just
really
wondered if live, like, because I can't think of anything iconic from the only major live album they have is the Brixton Academy.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately has nothing from this album.
No.
Correct.
Well, I mean, the 2015 release of this album came with pretty much an extra live album.
Yeah, there is some live stuff on there. Yeah, I've got that here too. And actually, there's a lot here. There's a live version of it here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Way faster. Holy shit.
Yeah. The sample's still there.
Yeah.
Still not very loud, no.
Wow.
Death metal.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That version is 335. The album version is 428.
Oh my god! Wow.
Playing it just a bit faster. Just a bit faster.
That right there. That is.
Go ahead, Keith. Sorry.
I love, back in the day, I loved live albums. I always, like the songs just come out with, and it's funny because pretty much songs are always just twice as fast when played live.
Yeah.
You've got 428 for your time on the album version? Because it's 419.
Oh, sorry, 420. I was looking at the song prior. I was looking at caffeine.
With these 8 extra seconds you got.
Still, that's drastic. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
No guitar.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little bit. There's that high pitch thing.
Is that guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hear it. This is a really boring song on bass, too, by the way.
I noticed that, too, because I was like, well, maybe I'll learn it on bass. So I was like, it's not that exciting on bass either. That part's cool.
That's it. It's the fun part.
Yeah. And of
I
course,
guess that's the most commercial song on the album.
Yeah.
For sure. Unless you want to count the cover of Easy, but it's not on the original.
No, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. This also has, and I think Tim and I both knew this at the time, but it has Car Thief by Beastie Boys sampled in this song.
Yeah. We picked that up immediately, I think.
Yep. I think it's after the second chorus, right?
I still don't know.
Should be right here.
What that whole thing is?
Just
I'll
that.
play it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just faster.
Oh, I did know that because you've shown me that before.
And we talked about this album on our podcast.
I saw that. I saw this album on vinyl. I should have bought it when I saw it.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good time.
Paul's Boutique, I'm talking about.
It's probably got the gatefold, too. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I have it upstairs.
though. Oh.
Oh, you do? Nice.
Well,
It was
my wife does. Let me stress
okay.
that.
It was really
Beastie Boys collection is my wife.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I don't know.
The
For me, I
lyrics
will.
of the song.
Yeah, go ahead.
My head is like lettuce. Go on, dig your thumbs in. What the fuck? Who writes stuff like that? Well, Mike Patton.
Mike, why did you even ask that question out loud? I mean, it's just like reading it. You read the damn lyrics. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is Mike Patton.
It's that guy from Mr. Bungle.
Yeah. I guess after Mr. Bungle lyrics, nothing is shocking.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I've been going through pretty much rough month, and this song is, good for my, right yeah, kind of, just mentally, you have those tracks, you have those bands, like, let's face it, Suicidal got me through high school, but, needing to listen to this album, that song is just, kind of kept me smiling when I wasn't smiling a whole lot. So,
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Music is healing.
Yes.
That's good.
Do you guys remember the cover for the single?
No.
You should click on that on the internet. Or
Okay.
on
I forgot.
Spotify. It's great.
I'll have to look it up now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. the Russian
Russian army.
Yes.
But yeah.
It's basically their faces photoshopped on a bunch of Russian soldiers.
Yes.
RV is the next song, which is hilarious.
I don't know either. I don't know what that thing is.
It's Russian. It was featured in.
It looks like
Tetris.
Tetris. Yes, exactly.
You're right. It's the Tetris building.
Yeah, to settle this once and for all in my brain.
Well, while you do that,
Saint Basil's Cathedral.
Oh, is it?
Or is it Basil?
I never would have known that.
Well, you're welcome.
RV is a song that is quite different from anything they've done before, too.
Yeah.
And they put it fourth. So they weren't just putting a joke song in there.
Yeah.
And they played it live.
Yeah, a lot. It's one of the, I think I saw them in 2016, around then. They played it then when I saw them. So
it's got that 6/8 time signature, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's a swinging guy.
That's right.
We laughed out loud when we first heard this.
Yes. My feet itch.
My feet itch.
No shit.
That's so perfect. Well, shit.
Besides, listen to my belly, girl. Yeah, Michelle's to blue. Yeah, I sweat a lot. Nope. Yeah, shit. Pants fall down every time
I can't play all of that, but yeah, that's good stuff.
Can you imagine the record company, like they send the demos in or whatever, and they're like, all right, here you go.
We want this to be our lead single.
Yeah. My
this one might have shown up as a surprise when they were done.
Yeah.
I don't think they were sending this one out.
It does get a little heavy.
It does, yeah.
It gets emotionally heavy.
I see what you mean now, Tim. I think the drums could have been louder there. Mm-hmm. Like the ride was kind of buried in the mix there.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot more.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dark song, really.
Yeah.
Think about the lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty dark.
It's like the Langmore family.
Oh my God. It really is.
I forget what the dad's name is.
Smaller and Smaller.
Was this a single?
I don't think so.
I don't think
A
so.
Small Victory was. I don't
That's
think
what
this
it
was.
was. That's right.
It's a good song.
They didn't want to enlighten us. Yeah.
I mean, they're all good songs. I'm not going to come to one
Maybe
of these and be
maybe
like, sucks.
Well, do we need to talk about it more?
I don't really have much on this one, quite honestly. This is probably one of the lesser songs on the album.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, yeah.
Everything's Ruined. That's a great song.
Great song.
Yeah. Play a little bit of that one. Because this was, let's see. This is another Patton song, music-wise, also.
Oh, the music's all Patton?
Well, not all. It's Gould, Bottom, and Patton.
Okay.
Patton and Gould on lyrics, though. Love how the bass comes in here.
Yeah.
That sounds like Fingers. No? Sounds like he's like...
Humming.
No? Okay.
You think he's using a thumb?
I mean, he's plucking there.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay. Huh. Yeah. You know better than I do.
Maybe he switched. Maybe he started with pick and threw it away.
Maybe he did.
For some reason, I thought I saw him playing this with a pick in the video. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he switched.
That riff is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I played a minute and a half of this song. I can't.
I took down just the fact that the solo in this song is a really good example of what Jen Martin does really well. He's not flashy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a he has memorable solos. They're melodic. They're memorable. 332 is what I wrote down if you want to play it.
Yeah,
Just a
I'll
good
start at
example of-
310 because that's kind of where I have.
Okay.
So I love this part too. Yeah, Jim Martin's a guitar player where I can play those solos pretty easily.
I'd imagine, yeah. They're,
It's
they're simple, but they're effective.
Yeah, he's not a super flashy guy.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, they're really good. Usually really melodic and well put together solos.
Yeah. They're just what you need. They're not, it services the song and that's enough. It's fine.
Yep.
It's good.
Malpractice, that's a Patton song. Not really surprising when you think about it. I actually have a little thing. So there's this, I think it came with the DVD. There was like a DVD that came with this album or something, or maybe a couple years later. Anyway, there was a thing on that where Mike Patton is actually playing it on bass, and he's talking about the song. So
Wow.
I'll play a little bit of that. Hold on. You can hear him playing bass.
In the fast part. And that high thing. Then that's it. Yep. That last thing's like a machine kind of Godflesh kind of thing. Like March kind of drum beat thing.
Anyway.
New song.
Who is he playing that for?
Jim Martin. I was like showing him the song. Here's how you play it.
I found a live version of Everything's Ruined on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if he's using fingers or not, which he is. He's not slapping.
Oh, okay.
He's just playing it really hard. Like, kind of. That's why it makes it hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
If you like press down really hard on the strings towards the pickups, it gives it a little pop. It can kind of sound like a pick.
Okay.
But I was laughing because Gould's wearing like a bee costume. The guy from The Simpsons.
Oh my god.
Nice. We'll play a little bit of this song. The actual song, not Mike Patton just mouthing it. Pretty sure those weird like dolphin noises are Mike Patton. I don't think that's a sample. I think it's Mike Patton making weird noises.
Yes, that has to be correct.
Oh, I love the church bells here coming up.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah.
I can't keep playing that. I want to, but
Yeah, so
that's like you can tell Mr. Bungle influence there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like musically, especially. It's just weird. Like the time signature's kind of weird. I don't know. it feels weird, but that's Mike Patton, so
yeah,
shouldn't be surprising.
I like how this song ends and the next one begins is complete opposite. I mean, it's like this song is so fucked up and insane. The next one's like,
yeah, that's the whole thing. Like this album, like it's not like a book front to cover. Like each song just nukes like what was just happening in your brain. Just like,
yeah,
okay, now for something completely different.
Yeah,
beautiful. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's why it's absolutely, intentionally making no sense at all.
Yeah,
that's apparently that's why the album cover, the front album cover is like this beautiful picture of this bird and everything, and the back is like butchered animals.
Egret, Tim.
It's an egret. Okay, whatever it is. So beautiful egret. And the back is like the back of the album is just like butchered animals, and like that was intentional. They said they wanted to be like you have this beautiful thing and this ugly thing, and that's kind of what this album is this
they're the
beautiful
same
stuff,
thing.
and you have both things happening at the same time.
I like that.
It was intentional. Yeah,
did not know that.
I didn't either until yesterday.
I said 250. Awesome. I gotta figure out what that is. Oh yeah. I love this part.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Awesome, like Middle Eastern sounding. Yeah. So good. So good.
It's insane.
I mean, if there's one little clip to just define, this band as quickly as possible, that might be it. I mean, that right there is just like, what the hell is? I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is freaking awesome.
Well, if you play how that song ends and let it roll into the next song,
sure. It's also the most Mr. Bungle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Song.
Yeah, definitely.
Which makes sense if he wrote all of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take that again.
Well, Kindergarten is another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It may be because I love playing this song on guitar. We covered this song in Mr. Fister. I know it's a random song to cover, but we did. And yeah, it's super fun.
We didn't use good discretion. Really.
Here's a Faith No More song. You guys don't know this.
We like to pick deep cuts by bands that you don't even know.
That's because we're in it for the music, man. That's what we're doing covers.
Could have pulled a Metallica and said, "This is our own song.
Yeah.
We wrote this."
We haven't learned yet that people like to dance, and you need to play songs that people like to dance to. And
yeah, they want to dance.
This isn't one of them.
I mean,
the ladies weren't out on the dance floor.
It's more danceable than Malpractice. I'll say that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what isn't?
True.
But yeah, this song, I love the. There's an end part that's like super fun. I'll skip to that.
There's a bass solo.
Yeah, we can play that too. Let's see. I have that actually. 224 bass solo. Bass solo, take one. Every time I hear that, I expect to hear Mike Patton go, woo! That's what he does live, right at that bass part, the very last bass part.
It sounds like Pink Floyd.
Oddly enough. I can see that comparison.
Yeah, it's that same kind of tone that they have with their little bass.
Roger Waters.
Yeah.
That's been fun on guitar. cool part too. This is the guitar part, but I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it, but it's just cool what he's doing. It's fun to play. Well, that, of course, too. Guitar harmonies.
It's good that you point that out because I always just listen to the bass there.
Yeah, it's very prominent, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
The guitar part's cooler, though.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
It's almost got a classic rock feel to it, the way he's playing there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. Makes sense.
Straightforward rock, you know, yeah.
And that DVD I was talking about, they were asking, it was such, I didn't pull much from it because the questions the interviewer was asking were so stupid. They were like, what music is going to define the next decade, in your opinion? And like, he's like, what? Like, I don't. Of course, Mike Patton was such a dick.
Of course, he's not gonna.
I mean, I would love, that guy. There is no off button on him.
He was eating a giant like hoagie the entire interview too. So he's like, every question he's like taking a bite, like, disco.
Yeah.
But anyway, and that one of the questions they were asking was like influences, and Jim Martin said Queen was a big influence on him. So
makes sense. Yeah, you could hear like Brian May's kind of style is similar. It's that very sort of straightforward, not too flashy, you know, good solos,
planned out.
Yeah,
like all the notes are plans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally
not
see
like that other band's Helmet.
What? But those were so good.
So they're jazz fusion guitar solos.
Yeah.
Or the Jonas Kid.
Oh God!
Oh, God. I didn't even know about that until the video.
I didn't either.
Yeah. And he's like,
I've seen that a couple times.
God bless him for trying. Like, I guess.
I don't know what you guys are laughing at. What's happening?
We'll send it to you.
One of the Jonas Brothers tried to do a guitar solo. That's all I have to
That's
say.
all you need to know, really.
Was it pretty much the equivalent of when Fred Durst tried to become the new guitar player for Limp Bizkit?
I don't even remember that.
Familiar with
You didn't. Oh my! It is. He walked.
Why would he ever do that?
Oh,
Wes Borland is amazing. Why
No,
would he
it's when Les quit and they were trying to find someone new, and so for whatever reason he strapped on a guitar, walked out to do a guitar solo live, and it is the funniest goddamn thing you will ever see. It is.
No way. We got to do
it.
Side by
Why
side
would
here.
Oh, come on.
Because he was in a bubble, and he probably floated the idea out there, and all of his yes men friends were like,
"Yeah, man, you can do that.
Do it, totally.
Of course, man, go for it. You're so talented.
Fuck yeah!
So it is just beautiful to watch. Just the failure. Just it is a complete and total collapse.
All right, I'll have to find that.
God.
Okay, back to this album.
All right, Be Aggressive.
Be Aggressive. Yeah.
I love this song.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah.
About sucking dick, apparently.
I did not know that.
You have a clip, right, Eric?
I do have a clip. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I gotta play the clip.
He does say I swallow in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was being like metaphorical, maybe. Then I listened to it again, and I was like, "Oh no, he's not. That's what it's about." Okay, then.
Wonder which one wrote this song.
Yeah.
Only bands I can think of who will boldly go.
This is Matt
group,
Wallace.
Anyone in the group wants to go. If one guy says, "I want to go this direction," they'll go, and even to the point where they might look like total assholes, they will do it. Which I've always admired about this band, because even that song "Be Aggressive," which is basically about homosexual oral sex, Patton Roddy wrote the lyrics and everything like that, and Patton sang it. I think any other metal band, the guy'd be like, no, I'm not going to sing about, sucking dick or whatever. I can't do it because it's against my masculinity, against who I am as a person. And Patton, I think, was always willing to put on whatever costume or whatever persona to do it because it was interesting to him, because he gets bored easily, so he doesn't want to just do a love song. So to do a song like that, he never shied away from any material, and he was like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go suck a dick.
Well, yeah, he does say I swallow, and
yeah, the whole
It's not
thing.
like Castlevania.
it does.
Scary.
Scary.
It's very scary.
This is another song you wouldn't hear on The Real Thing. You know what I mean? It's very different. I'm assuming those are real cheerleaders.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I think Roddy did that live, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if the cheerleaders knew what the song was about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, their
Probably
parents
not.
probably didn't. Yeah.
I remember liking this solo a lot.
Well, how do
Yes.
you think their parents must be like, oh my gosh, look, they probably played the song for like their friends, like this, our daughter's in this music. And what did he say there?
Ejaculation.
What?
I'm the master.
I swallow.
You're the
What?
master. I'll take it on my knees.
Tall and reckless, ugly seed. Down my throat, you filthy bird. That's all I need. Yeah. Reread those lyrics, and you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, what have I been singing all these years?
Little Sally, oh my gosh.
Yeah, guitar solo's
I
really
went
good.
to
I'll play that.
Catholic school.
Just noticing that noise in the background.
Oh, the keyboard? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. It sounds so naked without keys back there, and that's his contribution.
Yeah.
I don't even know what is that a sample or is it?
No, I think he's just doing some weird things on keys.
Huh.
That solo sounded very like just spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is not Brian May or Jim
No.
Martin.
No.
Is it?
That was like first take. Good, done. Next.
I haven't gotten to that song yet.
Thought of this song. Yeah, but what?
I haven't gotten to this one yet, so it might be a little challenging, that guitar solo. I haven't learned that yet.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I gotcha.
Just channel Fred Durst and
Yeah.
Joe Jonas.
Be
Those
all
half
set.
bends, man. Well, you're not quite hitting the right note there, buddy. Yeah. Small Victory is next, which is another great song. I mean, I don't know why I keep saying that. The album's full of them.
I remember this video.
Yeah.
It's like World War One.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
This got played a lot, I feel like.
I don't remember this video at all, which is weird because in 1992, no, never mind. Okay, yes, that's when I started going out and drinking every weekend.
Play a little bit of this one.
There's that old voice. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got what
are you doing there?
Yeah,
the end of the song is great. The I speak at one constant volume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
Really cool.
You gonna do it?
Yep. The bass is following the guitar there too. Yep. You got that air raid siren.
Yeah.
Anyone know what that spells in Morse code?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
No.
I was like, that's definitely Morse code right there.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably look it up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere.
Yeah.
I never put that together. I don't know why, but I just thought it was like dun, 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 dun. Crack Hitler. Yeah, I know. Looking back now, I feel kind of dumb. So Crack Hitler starts with this sample of a flight attendant now, or not a flight attendant, somebody announcing a flight leaving at an airport, and apparently that woman, they used her voice without permission. She tried to sue them.
Oh my God. That's, come on.
It says Crack Hitler features a sample in the intro of Iris Lettieri reading a flight announcement at the Rio de Janeiro International Airport. She then tried to sue the band for using her voice without permission.
Come on.
I think she lost.
I mean, did they just record it while they were just waiting for a flight? And just like,
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think that's just ambient sound.
Yeah. And kind of in a public place, really.
Yeah.
Miami.
Sounds like a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a real person. That bass, though.
Yeah, the bass.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
I'm focusing on the guitar now.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's just the wah riff, like 2 notes.
The guitar's hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like some other guy back there singing in a goofy voice behind you.
It is.
It's like
another example,
a
like,
Muppet or something.
Wow.
How do you come up with this stuff? Like, I got an idea. What?
Well, this is a Borden and Jim Martin song apparently. No, it's all four of them. It's Gould, Bottom, Borden, and Jim Martin. So, but I imagine like that had to have been a bass and drum thing coming in, right? Because bass and drums are locked in there.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm Jim Martin was like, all right, well, I guess I can do this.
I think there's more going on than that. I don't think he's playing the same thing over and over, though.
I mean, there's
especially when the singing starts.
Yeah.
Maybe either way.
That part's a little different, but yeah. 250 I have is an awesome part on this song.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Just listen to it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a whole bunch of Mike Pattons.
Yeah.
This one I had to look the lyrics because I a lot of it's like distorted lyrics, so I had to look them up. A lot of stuff I didn't know he was saying.
I'm sure I still
I don't know 10% of the lyrics in the song.
Yeah. It's
50%.
weird shit.
Yeah, I know a lot of the lyrics in Jizzlobber because they're so weird. I had to look them up. I was like, I got to look this up. I mean, what the fuck? But some of the other stuff, I don't know.
That this part, I'll fast forward a little bit. When he actually says "crack Hitler," I didn't know what he was saying there before that.
Oh, I know. Actually, I looked that
highly
up.
irritable.
Yeah. In regards to my usage of the drug.
Yeah. In regards to that I didn't know.
Okay.
It modified my personality. That I didn't know. In regards,
that was like a Yeah.
The extent that was highly irritable. Keep up the fight? I didn't know he was saying that there. Never give up.
Oh.
Nope.
I didn't know.
Oh, he says, look out here. Like Dio. Look out! Look out!
You guys want to talk about Jizzlobber or we good?
I kind of want to talk about that one.
Oh,
maybe.
Right.
Oh my God, this song. Yes, let's play it.
Yes.
I got to get to the chorus, right? Because that's the best.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh my god!
This is the heaviest song on the album.
Oh yeah, by far.
I mean, by far. I mean, when you listen to that and you're just like, well, this is the only one that Martin wrote the entirety of the music to.
Yep.
Not surprised.
This is definitely not. I mean, this is a heavy metal song. Nothing else on this album could be. Yeah. I mean, it is. It's a badass, but it's like if he was going that direction, and everyone else was doing Jizzlobber or doing, be aggressive.
Yeah.
That does make, let's face it, this song is nothing like anything else on this album.
True.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It is such an exclamation point.
I hide the dirty minutes under my dirty mattress, and they are making me itch. That's what he's
right.
singing, screaming there.
Yeah.
Which,
I looked that up as soon as I heard the song. I was like, all right, what is he saying here?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, well, it doesn't make sense, but I like it.
Well, it's Jizzlobber, so I guess it's about masturbation. And he's hiding the dirty minutes under his dirty mattress, which means I'm guessing pornography, right?
That's true. Yeah, there you go.
So,
or just his rag.
That could be too. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making me itch. Gross.
Well, it's now got the hairy palms,
Yeah.
Oh my god, this song.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, that song is just.
Mike Patton says. Patton says the song is about his fear of imprisonment, but.
No.
Billy, is it Gould or Gould? I always fuck that up.
I think it's Gould.
Gould. Is it Gould?
Gould, yeah.
He suggested the song's about a porn star.
That seems more likely.
Yeah.
I mean, Jizzlobber.
I've never read the lyrics on that one. I have no idea what they are.
Well, one of the most iconic jizz-lobbing scenes is from Silence of the Lambs, right? So, and that guy was basically in prison, so maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
These are the lyrics, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, right?
Mike Patton.
Smiles, bruises, bars in the womb. I had the dirty minutes. Yeah, I just said that.
My time is spilled milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That second verse, that part, he's saying, no one left to blame. He's like, right here.
It does have imprisonment vibes, too.
Yeah.
Trying so hard to find that fresh, clean smell. Right here. God. Oh.
Daddy, it gets too heavy.
God.
It's
so
awesome.
Good. And then the end is, you got the church, like the organ.
It all of a sudden turns into Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, it's the theme from Midnight Cowboy.
Not that. I'm talking about the end of Jizzlobber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like the most ugly sounding song turns into the most beautiful sounding song.
Yeah, it's, again, that whole thing. This was a top 10 album on the charts.
Was it really?
Yeah. It's the highest charting album.
I mean, this was the peak of their popularity, right? Like,
yeah.
You know,
I think people were expecting, Epic Part 2.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Yes, and they got this, and they were like,
what is
this? He's not doing any rapping anymore.
Yeah, I guarantee that was half the people who bought this thing.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no Epic on this thing. I'm taking it back.
Taking it back.
Taking them all back. Down here, it's our time.
So yeah, the last song is the Midnight Cowboy theme, which
I mean, you figure
it's a weird song to
you know,
end it with, kind of. But
well, I really like how they do that, but it really, considering it's Midnight Cowboy, you figure being aggressive would have led right.
Yeah.
But Jizz Lobber, would make sense too.
I always liked how this is just such a. It's the opposite of the song before it. It's like that song was like, Jesus Christ. And you're like exhausted almost after that. And this comes on and you're like, okay, all right.
That's the one thing. I feel like this is like the kind of the cigarette after sex kind of song. Yeah. It's just like, you know what? I just had a great time for the last, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And then just
it feels
sit
like
back,
that.
relax for a minute and, breathe.
It's like we're like, we need something here. What do you got? We need something to, help us with this. That last song was like, it's a lot.
I saw them in '97, and they opened with this song.
That is totally them.
And then they went into Collision, which is the first song on Album of the Year. Right? So they were touring on that album when I saw them. So that was the same show where I saw Limp Bizkit for the first time ever, and I'd never heard of them. And I went into the venue and I saw opening band Limp Bizkit. I was like, that's a terrible fucking name. They probably suck. They were good.
And then you bought all their records.
I did buy the record after I saw that performance. I bought $3 Bill Y'all like the next week. Yeah, okay. So that's the end of the album. Shall we grade this thing?
Yeah, I mean,
pretty easy. Right?
What else? Well, I mean, do we want to get into anything else regarding Jim Martin's departure, or
I think we covered that.
Face it, we've okay.
Yeah, it's funny because their next album is, I don't think it's as good, but it's close. Like I don't think Joe's crazy for thinking that album's better than this album. But it's not like his leaving the band completely wrecked the band at that point.
Yeah.
They still had two good albums. I mean, Album of the Year isn't that great, but it's still a good album. So they still had two good albums after this one. I don't. The Soul of Ictus was,
It's okay.
Yeah, it's got some good songs.
It's half good. Yeah.
Boring songs.
But
did you before we I guess wrap it up? Did you see the list of their nicknames for the songs when they were recording?
Yeah, I did see that.
I saw it and then did not actually spend any time reading them. So.
Well, Kindergarten is F sharp. And yeah, it's an F sharp. I remember that from when we played it.
Yep.
It's what a small victory they call Japanese. I guess that keyboard sound is kind of like that Japanese string instrument. I can't remember what it's called, but
I know what you're talking about. It does kind of have that sound a little bit, Yeah, one of the
the aggressive was I Swear.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
In that interview DVD thing, they asked Jim Martin if he has any songs that he thinks should be the first single, and he was like, I don't know. There's a song called Action Adventure we're working on that I think could be a good single. That's Crack Hitler.
Crack Hitler.
No.
I think he was joking.
Did you guys play the we talked about earlier with the bonus deluxe edition?
Yes.
It had a.
Oh yeah, there's some fucking hilarious songs on that version, but also As the Worm Turns, with Mike Patton singing, is on there.
Yeah,
which is really good.
There's a song called "The World Is Yours," which is I guess an outtake from Angel Dust.
Look at all this on disc 2. I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on that. The World Is Yours. I don't know if I listened to that. I may have.
It's the very last track.
Oh, I did listen to this. Yeah, it's just nothing but samples, right? Basically.
I think so, yeah.
It's called Sample Song.
Yes. It's. I did listen. It's almost 6 minutes of mostly like.
This is on a B-side too.
I think that's right. Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
There it is. I found the bonus version.
Was there something to this song that you wanted me to play?
Just the fact that it exists, really, more than anything. I mean, people may not know about that. That there's there is a song that maybe you haven't heard from the Angel Dust sessions.
Have you heard this one?
Yes.
It's all songs to make love to.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Keith can tell us what they're saying.
That's right.
The languages are so stupid sounding.
Das Schützenfest.
Yeah.
It's actually just the lyrics to "Be Aggressive" in German.
That'd be hilarious.
Remember when Tool had that song? The cookies or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's
the eye of Satan.
Okay, I think we should wrap this one up.
Yeah,
all right.
That only took 2 hours, almost.
Yeah, it's a big album.
Well, I mean, it's yeah. I mean, this. I don't know where I put this in my top 10 for this year, but I mean, let's face
it's number
it.
two for me.
I'm pretty damn sure that the grading on this one's going to be fairly unanimous.
A+.
Oh, I forgot about A+. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I got to leave room for the one I said I like better, and I got to think about what I did on the last one.
I think it's okay to have.
I'm just gonna
couple
go with
A+.
A. Fuck it.
A's
good.
I'm gonna go A. Yeah, I'm gonna go A. It is. This is incredible, but it's not life changing.
What do you say, Tim?
A+.
Good.
Okay. I don't care. I mean, yeah, there's one other album that's also an A+ in '92. It's okay to have 2 A+.
I agree.
Actually, I think we said Dirt was also A+. So
yeah,
it's okay to have 3 A+.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable.
And a whole lot of
grades.
G's.
Our average grade is an A, guys.
That's okay. That's what we're.
Because we don't listen to shit. We don't grade shit.
Yeah, I mean, this album's amazing. Like you said, Eric, it's the top 20
next
all time,
week.
probably.
Well, yeah. We'll see what next week brings. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There may not be some A+ next episode. I have a feeling we're not going to have A+ next episode.
So what are we talking about?
Testament?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be A's across the board.
All right. Well, until then, this is for Keith and for Joe and for Tim. This is Eric saying.
Sorry for the cursing. I tend to curse. I say stupid things.
Energy, aggression, power. To sum it up, it's a vulgar display of power.
Sometimes I think you drink just a little too much blood. I'm sorry, I'm going to BA. Bloodaholics Anonymous.
Cutting it up big time.
They are miserable slaves of Satan.
Some country killed him.